Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. I'll give this a second, make sure this is working. Streaming live from StreamYard into Facebook. If this gives me any glitches, just bear with me. So glad to see you. Yep, it looks like it's working great. So glad to see you all here. If you see me, go ahead and post where you are watching from. I love seeing those. So welcome to Monetize Your Magic 101, making the most out of your spiritual gifts, okay? I wanted to go over this real quick because, I see so many beautiful people out there working with their soul's calling, sharing their gifts with the world, and they're not really getting the traction or making the money that they need to make to really continue and grow. And sometimes what happens is people end up giving up and then going back to their job or their day job because they just can't make it work. So I wanted to make sure that you are all really aligned with what that means and how you can really make money out of your magic. Okay. So number one is your beliefs matter. Okay. Every thought, every word, every belief will lead you to either success or failure. Okay. And I was talking to a friend yesterday. We went to a friend's house for dinner and we were talking about how our thoughts and words create our reality. And many of you understand this. So, what do you think about it? Are you aware of your thoughts? Are you aware of those beliefs and really being intentional about those thoughts and the way we speak to others and the way we speak it within ourselves, right? To ourselves. Because just being aware is the first thing. And then trying to really step into creating the way you want to talk because it's all habits, right? We get in this habit of talking negatively to ourselves or negatively to others, or even that self talk like, how could I be so dumb? I mean, we have those thoughts. I can't do anything right. And a lot of times those are coming from your childhood or they're coming from even further back, generations back, right? So looking at the core root of these and where they are from this lifetime, are they, inherited? How many years back? Maybe they're from media. I was talking to somebody else the other day about how I don't like to watch media, like any of the TV, the news channels and stuff like that, because oftentimes it gets me anxiety and I start thinking negatively and I feel my energy go woof and it drops. And it just makes you feel crappy. And that's not the energy that we want, right? So then you have not only from the media, but what are you absorbing from the collective, which a lot of times the media goes into the collective, right? The collective consciousness. So when you walk into a room and you could cut the energy with a knife, you just could cut the emotions with a knife. That is energy. And we pick up that walking into a grocery store. We pick that up by being in somebody else's presence that's not aligned. So learning how to protect yourself is one thing, but really digging deep where that's rooted is so important. So wherever these thoughts, these beliefs, these patterns come from, they will continue to replay in the subconscious 24/7. So if you don't ID them and clear them once and for all, they're just going to keep coming back. So I want to make sure that you're really paying attention to that. Super important, okay? And I wanted to bring up that I'm doing a 3-day masterclass starting on the 29th, and we'll be using some very powerful tools, one of a kind tools, and their energy tools to clear these out at the deepest levels, okay? So that you can create your successful business doing what you love, making money with your magic. All right. So I'll put the link in the comments, but also it's on my banner on my profile. You can just click on the banner and you'll see a little link there. It's just melissazoske.com/1K per day. And we'll be tapping deep and also giving you a solid, aligned, and strategic business plan that you can start implementing that very first day. It's been said to be life-changing. So I want to make sure that you get in there. It's free. And it's something that I really feel strongly about, offering to my people. A lot of times my people come in and they have a hard time thinking about repricing their program or creating an offer that maybe they feel like is out of reach for their people. And part of me doing these master classes and giving such valuable content is so that I can give back in a way that anybody can get access to it. Okay. So this is part of that. And it is part of what feeds my soul. It helps a lot of people. And so if you have anybody that that is so talented, that's an intuitive business owner, coach, healer, practitioner, and you know that they need help and they're struggling in their business, or maybe they're ready to up level. Maybe they're making 100K, but now they really want to stretch into and make multiple six figures. This is the masterclass for them. So share the link, please. We want to help as many of you gifted, intuitive, spiritual business owners really start to step up and out, because that's how you spread your light to the world, whether it's wellness, whether it's energy work of emotions. And we have so many different practitioners and healers and intuitive business coaches and just spiritual entrepreneurs in there. And just getting that good light energy out there helps the world. All right. So number 2 in all this is intuition and alignment. So where are you being guided? If you're guided to listen to someone to help you, right, or teach you, stay that course for a while. What I see is people jumping in, they're all in, and then they're like, oh, nope, jumping out. Don't jump on and then off again, okay? That initial intuition is usually never wrong, all right? When we go with our really true gut, excited, I'm going to do this. This is something that I'm really feeling called to do. That's usually right. The thing is, often we go all in, and then a part of us gets scared. And then we listen to that fear, which is just disguised as your inner guidance system or your intuition, right? It's that fear that's disguised so well because it knows you so well. It knows how to take that shape. And then we think we need to change direction because we can even before we even get truly started, right? So we need to stay in that. Be all in. Once you make the decision, be all in, and don't let fear, even before you get started, make you not be all in, right? Because usually that, again, is fear disguised itself as your inner guidance system. It starts revving up your system. You start feeling all, oh, I don't know about this. And then you don't make any move. And you stay in that same cycle. You're in that fear cycle when it's the same thing year after year, month after month, year after year, right? You haven't moved. Fear is keeping you back. Something is sabotaging you. And so it's really important that you be all in, okay? Listen and master what you need to learn first. It's not always comfortable. It's like when you stretch a muscle, those hamstrings, and you're like stretching forward and you're like, this hurts. It feels all nervy. And you're like, I don't like it. But the next time you do it, you're more flexible. The next time you do it, you are doing amazing things. And you feel like you're making progress. And pretty soon you're able to touch your toes and you're able to even go further. And that's the same with the work that you're doing right now. It's like you're being guided. There's no accidents, right? Like when you ask, like I will wake up in the morning, and if I have a problem or an issue, I will just say, God, what am I supposed to do next? Will you put it in front of me? And there's no accidents. That information, that person, that content, whatever it is being put in front of me for a reason. Maybe it's somebody I talk to and they recommend somebody to me. I'm looking at that person because that wasn't put in front of me by accident. And yes, I can get in my own way too. I still can be like, I don't know about this. I just made a huge investment for my own mentor. And I believe in mentoring. I believe in coaching. I believe that this process. So I put my money where my mouth is. This is what I teach. I expect to mentor other people, but I need to be mentored too. So I always have somebody helping me. And I go through my own struggles. So it's not a time to give up. It's a time to stretch in, get a little bit comfortable being uncomfortable. All right. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean you're aligned. It just means you have those outdated programming that's keeping you a little stuck. That's it. Doesn't have to be hard. Okay. So number 3 for making money with your magic is, I love this part, inspired action. Okay. So you can't sit around saying affirmations, watching Netflix, no matter how much I love Netflix, with sticky notes of encouraging words on your forehead and expect things to change. All right. You have to take action. All right. And not just any old action, inspired, guided action. The universe loves action and always meets you halfway, guys. It always meets you halfway. So taking inspired action is really a huge part of this puzzle in creating this business of your dreams. And in turn, your life, your health, your relationships, because everything is connected. You'll hear me say you can't work on one thing without working on everything. And somebody was like, that's pretty overwhelming sounding. No, it's just because when you work on one thing, everything changes. Everything. All right. So This is like super important when you're thinking about taking inspired action and really stepping into your intuition with that, being guided and not letting the fear stop you. Be excited. You have that deep gut knowing that this is where you need to be, right? This is where you need to learn from. At least, the very least, being curious about it. And then don't go in and hop back out again. Master it. Learn what you need to learn and master it. I was on the phone with my sister-in-law this morning and I said, we're not always comfortable. I mean, even getting on lives forever, I was uncomfortable getting on a live, but I knew that's where I was going to reach my people. And I don't do a ton of lives. I just do strategic ones that I feel good about, that where I have a message. And this morning, when this message came to me, so this is what I'm sharing with you. All these messages have a reason. They have a purpose. And it's not meant for you to hold on to them and keep them just inside of you. It's meant for you to spread them out like seeds with the world, right? So we have to get out, be uncomfortable, being comfortable. Okay, so the last thing is then just be. All right? Are you living the life, feeling the feels, being in that energy as if it's already there? Are you living like holding yourself back and like, oh, I'm like in a shell and I don't want to get out? Or are you living life as if you're already there? You have to be in that energy. So I was talking to a good friend of mine who's another business coach, and she was talking about even like doing a morning routine or doing a routine of like, this is what I want to create. If I want to live in this neighborhood, I'm going to go actually be in that neighborhood, go to those restaurants, take my computer, be in the cafe or whatever, and work and have some coffee and actually walk around the neighborhood, shop a little bit, go to the grocery store, drive around the neighborhoods to feel how that would feel to be there, right? And really like not just do it mindlessly, but intentionally being in that energy, feeling that energy as if you are already there. You have to feel it first and be totally in it to create that reality for you, okay? So how would you live differently? What would that be like for you? And really intentionally think about that. When you reach your goals, how would that feel differently? When you're making the money you want to make, doing the work you love, what would you be doing differently? And then really step into that. Write it out, do a vision board, whatever. We're all different. I use all the tools. I love all the tools. So it's like today I might do a vision board. Tomorrow I might do a meditation. I might just do some visualization and go inward, right? But visualize it. Commit to yourself. Trust that what you're offering and giving the world has so much more power and purpose than your fear or doubts. Don't let the fear or doubts take over. Let your soul purpose drive you forward, okay? So we'll be going over all of this in the 1K per day masterclass starting on the 29th. This is for intuitive business owners to step fully into this incredible energy, okay? We have all sorts of intuitives in there like Reiki, emotion code, body code, human design, yoga, quantum energy techniques, healers, practitioners, life coaches, wellness coaches, crystal healers, and so many more, okay? So we'd love for you to come join us. Again, that's melissazoske.com/1K per day. We would love to have you there. This is where we support each other. We're going to be working through the generational blocks, and then we're going to take the tactical, true, like strategic, aligned action steps, those inspired steps to really get you going. So we've had people in this masterclass that I do that actually would bring in $2,500 in sales that week. They get in $1,200 new clients. They create complete new programs during that week because they're so inspired and sparked by this that they're able to level up. And that's what I want for you. Again, this is part of my gift giving back. It's free. Share it with as many people as you can because this energy is going to be mind-blowing. It is going to level you up in ways that you never thought you'd be able to reach. Okay? Anyway, I hope to see you there. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My profile is Melissa Kogel-Zoske. I'm glad to answer any questions for you. We just love the energy and we just want to help you, okay? So have a great rest of the week and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye.